The movie begins with the made in China doll from Temu that get pulled apart from the sweatshop worker and make a new $2 doll. And a new family moves to the Pink Palace apartments and they are hella stingy. $1. Oh, you got the Sheen Walker salary. Then we meet Coraline, and I thought the shot was pretty interesting because it's as if someone's watching her as she walks through an ugly ass dead garden, then gets bored so she tries to stone a cat. 야, 이 새끼야, 니 뒤질래? Then the cat pulls up like, oh yeah? Ugly ass cat, I will beat your ass. Then some kid shows up and gives her the best first impression, putting Coraline in a mud bath. Ooh-wee, this is a $2 dress. Ah! Then bro pretty much saves her falling down a well and introduces himself as YB. You look at her face, she's disgusted. She's like, how dare his musty ass touch me? Then he lets her know the branch she's holding is poison oak, so despite helping and preventing her falling into a well, she still hates his ass. So the film's trying to say first impressions are pretty important. Anyway, she gets a nasty rash and talks to her mom. I would have died. Wish you did. Do you even love me? I don't care. So early on we see the problem that Coraline feels ignored and isn't given enough attention by her parents because they're too busy with work. Girl, I'm in debt. So she then becomes the attention seeker, and dad's like, why didn't I pull out in this economy? But honestly, I don't blame Coraline's actions at all because it's normal for a kid to want to be seen and loved by their parents. Hey girl, get out my room. And she's like, alright, just don't be shocked when you get old and I never come visit you. Then Coraline gets a gift from YB of a doll that looks exactly like her, and how is she not creeped out at all? Like you just moved in, it's your first day, and you see a doll that looks exactly like you, and you just chillin'? You're chill?
No.
Like, even the dad sees it and he's like, meh, who cares? You, sir, are a terrible parent. Then Coraline finds out she's lower middle class as her bathroom has disgusting bugs and has the pool water. Then after placing the doll and looking around a bit, she comes back and the doll is gone, magically placed somewhere else, and lures her to find a secret door. Hey, Mom! Mom! You done sheeper. Then she heads over like, really? Over a door? Really? Girl, I'm trying to pay the bills for the mortgage and you gonna keep acting like a kid? Yes, how dare does a kid continue to keep acting like a kid? It doesn't make sense. It's almost like the kid is a kid. If you don't like her actions that much, and that's your fault for having kids when you're clearly not ready to have kids. I just felt bad for Coraline because it ain't her fault her parents moved to a new shitty area with a dead garden and poo water, so Coraline's by herself with no friends. That's not her fault. Anyway, the mom opens the door and it's a brick wall. Can you just show me some love? Girl, you adopted. Zip it. So Coraline's having a tough time with gross looking food, a dead garden, bugs, and poo water, and emotionally unavailable parents, so right now everything sucks. But suddenly, some fake ass looking mice pull up and draws Coraline to the secret door, which shows a tunnel that's named after the planet Uranus. So then Coraline goes through Uranus, and on the other side is the exact same design as her house. Mom, since when did you start cooking? You miss me? Oh my goodness, what in the hell? And Coraline confronts her like, you're not my mom. I don't think we give Coraline enough credit for being that brave when immediately after seeing someone that creepy, your first thought is to confront them rather than running away. And maybe because it's an animation film, it doesn't look as bad, but imagine a real life person with buttons instead of eyes. Because in real life, you ain't confronting, you'd be running. So this thing claims to be Coraline's other mother, and this one identifies as her other father, and they're pretty much the opposite of her real parents, making Coraline feel seen and loved just how she always wanted. For example, her real mom wouldn't let her play in the mud, but her other mother talks about having mud baths together. But there's no rain. And it's only when the other mom mentions she knows she has poison oak that Coraline is like, alright, I'm gonna leave. Really? That's where we draw the line? Not the fact that she has buttons on her eyes? You're more concerned that she knows you have poison oak? Not that she has buttons? Okay. Then the other mother gaslights her like, yeah, this is just a dream, and puts mud on her rash and puts Coraline to sleep. Yo, I don't care how much you pay me, I am not closing my eyes and sleeping in front of these two just staring at me. Oh, hell no. Could you imagine just waking up and seeing those two just staring at you? That creepy. The next day, she wakes up, her rash is gone, but behind the secret door is a brick wall again. So she tells her mom what happened, but her mom's like, I don't care, shut up. Then Coraline meets one of the neighbors, Mr. Pregnant, because he is in fact pregnant. Like, damn, look at that belly. Then he warns her saying the mice said don't go through the small door. And when she meets the neighbors downstairs, it's the retired circus grannies. And one of them warns she's in danger and sees a strange hand in Coraline's future. What should I do? Get implant titties. Then later she meets YB, and after they start getting along, he says grandma will kill him if he entered Coraline's crib because his grandma had a twin sister that went missing, saying it's too dangerous. So Mr. Pregnant says don't enter the small door. The retired granny says she's in danger and sees a creepy hand in her future, and now YB says his grandma's twin sister went missing and that Coraline's crib's too dangerous, and guess what Coraline does? She goes, damn, that's crazy. and tries entering the small door again. It's like, what? So she attracts the mice, then follows it and goes inside Uranus again. And for her second visit, it was even better than the first, as she sees a pretty garden dedicated to her, eats good food, meets the other Wybie who won't yap and is very nice to her, and ends the night with a circus performance. Again, making her feel seen and loved, which are the two things she's craving the most in her life. But back in the real world, her real mom won't even get her some gloves. My other mother would get them. Do I look like I give a shit? So Coraline's pissed, unhappy, and convinced the other world through the secret door is better than whatever she has going on here, so she heads back again, but this time during the day. I knew Uranus was real. And going for her third visit, she meets the same black cat from her block.
You must be the other cat.
No, stupid, I'm from China. You want cup noodle? The cat's Asian? And the cat warns her the other mother is not who Coraline thinks she is, and she's like, nah, you lying. You're just jealous the other mom loves me. You dololo. Yeah, whatever. Then meeting up with other Wybie, she watches the retired grannies turn into their younger selves perform, who includes Coraline in their performance, giving her fun, attention, and again, most importantly, making her feel seen and admired. And when her parents pick her up after the show, this is when shit start to go down. Yo, look at Wybie's face. He goes from happy to sad. Oh, he knows what's coming. Then the other mom looks at Wybie like, smile or I will murder you. We can make you stay here forever. Really? There's just one condition. You just need to sew these buttons and replace your eyes so I can eat your flesh and love you forever. What? How are you crazy? It hurts so much you'll be screaming for days. Oh. So the other mother tries manipulating her into sewing her eyes out, and Coraline, realizing she's high-key cooked, pretends to act sleepy to sleep and get the hell out of here. Your eyes will soon look Asian. Creeped out and traumatized, she makes sure no one can come near her and tries going to sleep, but how the hell do you go to sleep after something like that? Because there's a literal psycho downstairs trying to take your eyes out. But somehow she does and wakes up like, yes, no la, you stuck here forever. Then the cracks start to show as the other dad surprisingly helps her, saying the other mom is the one in control of all of this. So Coraline tries running away, reuniting with the cat, and finds out this entire world is a lie, as it's only designed this way to manipulate Coraline to give up her eyes and die by the other mother. It's almost like this film's trying to teach us the mind of a manipulator that'll do everything right in the beginning to get you attached, and once you're hooked, they'll switch up after they get what they want from you. Anyway, this thing continues the mom act to Coraline. You better let me out, ho. I'll twerk on your mother. You smell like a bum. Apologize. No. You. Then the stingy giant neck lady puts Coraline in a timeout corner, which confirms she's not Asian, cause Asians don't do that timeout shit. And she meets the ghost of 3 kids that fell victim into the giant neck lady's trap, that when they gave her their eyes, she ate their souls. Could you imagine a 6-year-old watching this movie by themselves because the parents saw the cover and was like, it's a kid's movie because it's an animation film, and meanwhile the kids watching and they're just getting traumatized. By the way, let me know how old you guys were when you watched this movie. Then the kids reveal Giraffe Lady uses the doll to spy on little kids, and Coraline promises to find their eyes so that their souls will be free. Then the other Wybie rescues her, so she thanks him by slamming him to the wall, and Bro got tortured, revealing the giraffe fraud sewed a smile on him. Then he helps her get to the small door, and other Wybie, knowing he's cooked, still risks his life and makes sure Coraline escapes. W other Wybie. Aho! Is it just me that finds it strange that Coraline is super chill, acting like nothing happened after everything she just went through? Anyway, Wybie asks for the doll back because it belongs to his grandmother's twin sister, and Coraline spills the tea and tells him everything that happened. There's a giraffe lady and she'll eat your eyes and your nuts. I peed my pants, I gotta go home. Just ask the cat. The cat? So Coraline crashes out because Bro thinks she's crazy, and dips because she's freaking him out, and for some reason she struggles to find her parents. Hello? Panda Express, may I take all the praise? And later, because she's lonely, using the chopsticks, Granny gives her an item and says it's good for finding lost things. And maybe she is losing it because she pretends that's her mom and cries herself to sleep. Man, what am I watching? Yo, the director of this film gotta be pretty messed up to even think of a story like this. But the cat's like, wake your ass up, and reveals that Long Neck took her parents by making dolls to spy on them. And Coraline's super brave. She's like, aight, we going back, and I ain't calling the cops because I ain't no snitch. I'll do this shit myself. Coraline? Mom? Mommy's gonna skin you alive. Oh, she is chopped. You're not my mom. No shit. Then the rat gives her the keys, making sure Coraline can't escape. So Coraline proposes a game that if she finds her parents and the ghost kid's eyes, she has to let everyone go, but if Coraline fails, she'll get button eyes and will stay here forever. And Long Neck agrees. And thanks to plot armor, she uses the item retired Granny gave her, which pretty much shows her where all the eyes are. So the first eye is on her other daddy, and he actually apologizes, saying that Long Neck is controlling him and gives her an eye and helps out. Then she finds the second eye by taking it from these stunning supermodels who should totally be on Victoria's Victoria's Secret, but thanks to plot armor again, some bats end up saving her ass. But on her way to find the next one, she finds out the other Wybie is dead. This is a pretty clever way of saying he got hanged, as dude is hanging from the house. And when Coraline finds the third eye, a rat runs off with it, and after getting attacked by a group of rats that slows her down, she thinks it's a great idea to throw the very item that helped her get this far. And look at her face when she missed. It's like, yup, I would make that face too if my IQ was 20 and I did some dumb shit like that. Then the mice trips her ass and she goes for an accident that could have literally broke her spine. It's like, damn, you good, girl? You good? So she start crying cause she the failure. But the cat gets her the third eye. Wait a minute, her other dad gave her the first eye, the bats helped her get the second eye, and the third eye, the cat just gave it to her. So technically, Coraline ain't do shit. Moving on, Coraline is told Longneck's web is unwinding as the fake world starts falling apart. And we see Giraffe Lady's true form. Yo, look at her face, she's like, damn, if I eat kids, will I look like that? She looks like if someone said draw Sarah Silverman if she died and has AIDS. Psst. She'll never let you go even if you win. Play dirty. My parents are behind the door. And what surprised me is that this thing is a master manipulator and falls for such a simple trick and opens the small door for Coraline while the cat finds Coraline's parents. Damn, so Coraline just got help the whole way through, and to thank the cat for finding them, she does this. Your eyes will now look Chinese. Thank you. Yeet. Yep, the same cat that warned her about the other mom. The same cat that showed her the other world is a lie. The same cat that let her know her parents got taken, got the third eye for her, and found where her parents are. That same cat just got yeeted to be used as a distraction to help Coraline's selfish ass escape. Girl, just say you're a dog person. Why you gotta yeet a cat for? And ironically, the cat rips the buttons off Button Lady.
Oh, she got the karma.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you.
And I love how the cat just goes, you know what? I'm out. As you should, Mr. Kitty. You deserve way better than getting yeeted for after all you did for her.
Yeah.
So Coraline runs away while blind wannabe Spider-Man follows her.
Yeah. Shut up.
Then the ghost kids help Coraline because apparently the film made it clear she can't do anything on her own. The doors then close and the thing's hand rips off and Coraline successfully escapes. Yeah, I wouldn't blame her if she became autistic after that shit. Then she reunites with her parents while they have no clue she miraculously didn't get eaten. Because imagine the cat didn't help her or she didn't get the item that helps her find, the lost items. Then she would have been cooked. Anyway, she bonds with her family as her mom ends up buying her the gloves she wanted. Guess this film's trying to say family isn't perfect, and that's okay. It's not meant to be perfect. The grass ain't always greener on the other side, so just cherish it. Then the cat shows up and looks at her like, you really yeeted me after all the shit I did for you? Stop being such a pussy. And just like that, the cat forgives her. Yo, that might be the nicest cat ever. And when she falls asleep, she meets the ghost kids and they're like, girl, get rid of the key or you're screwed. And when Coraline gets sad, one kid deadass just says, hey, at least you're still alive. Which pretty much means, is you dead? You not dead, right? So what are you sad about? And good timing too, because the thing's hand pops out and follows her as she tries to throw the key down the well. Then the hand straight up attacks her and takes her back to the small door, but Wybie comes to the rescue. Or so he thought, as he just takes Coraline's place as the hand tries killing this dude. And what's funny is Coraline puts a blankie on it and gets shocked the hand is still moving. Girl, so what were you thinking? You were like, oh, if I put a blankie on it, then it won't stop moving because I put a blankie on a moving hand. Oh, it's still moving? Why is it moving? But I put a blankie on. Bruh. Then Wybie smashes it with a rock and they put the key and the smashed hand down the well and closes it. Man, why can't the film let Coraline do it all on her own without help? It's almost like the film's trying to say if she doesn't get any help, she'll have button eyes and be dead. Then Wybie tells her he started to believe what she said after seeing a photo of his grandma's twin sister with a similar looking doll.
Now I'm gonna abuse you forever.
The next day, the parents and neighbors try to make the garden look less shit as the film ends with Wybie bringing his grandma and Coraline starts a conversation with her. This is a classic good film overall, and although I think the director's a little bit messed up for even coming up with a story like this, you can't deny it's very entertaining. And the way the other mom was acting throughout the movie just reminded me of dudes that would like have no game, that fakes their personality just to try to get a girl to like them. You know those dudes who just try to fake a personality, just saying all the right things, doing all the right things, and once the girl likes them or gets attached, then they switch up and just like show their true selves. That's what it kind of reminded me. It's pathetic because even the film is saying it's not going to work long term because eventually the cracks will show. The film also mentions family isn't perfect and that just because a situation isn't good doesn't mean it's going to get better elsewhere. And if it feels too good to be true, it probably is. So if you're kind of like Coraline and the situation at home isn't good and you're feeling vulnerable and you want to feel validated, I think what we can learn from this film is that instead of trying to find validation from others, we should find validation within ourselves. To love yourself. Boy, I sounded really gay. Gay! But yeah, if you watch this film, feel free to leave your comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. It's been your boy KC. And yeah, till next time.